Hey, everybody, this is Jimmy Bell from Autograph and House of Lords, and you are watching CMS TV.
It is your Classic Metal Show right here on the ClassicMetalShow.com. It's Dream Evil with the Book of Heavy Metal, and kicking off the show tonight, we heard Astral Doors with Time to Rock. And since it is Time to Rock, and Chris is a dedicated fuck, live from the Aiken bedroom is Chris. What's going on here, Chris?
It's the True Studio B, True Studio Bedroom. What's up, man?
I can tell you're in a different room. You got a little bit of ambient echo going on in your room there. So
Do I? Well,
yeah, it's not the connection. It's just that the room I got the noise room, the headroom going on in there.
Yeah, I got the shittier mic too, so it's not my normal awesome mic. It's my B mic, like everything else I'm doing tonight on my B computer in my B bed. So
B is for bed.
That's right.
Yeah.
Best I can do. I thought about it. I thought about it all week. I did a couple of things. I did a Chris Aiken Presents. I did a Toomey, and I thought about it, and I just was like, I can do 2 hours of the show with a gap in the middle if I get up and do it, or I can just lay in bed, not be on camera, and do the full 5 hour, full 6 hours or whatever. And I figured in the end, people want the full 6. So that's what they get. They just get me on my back though.
Yeah, there you go.
So onward we go.
Yeah, here we are. So we are the fathers of ingenuity when it comes to internet broadcast. I mean, we've kind of led the way for the last 18 years. And this is no exception to the rule.
This is unique, that's for sure.
Yeah, there you are. So being that you're laid up, but you're still doing the show, you're in a position to where you're not in pain in the least.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So how are you positioned?
I am laid out kind of mostly on my back, like 9/10 on my back, kind of leaning a little bit onto my right shoulder so that it holds the ice bag in place on my shoulder. And I have a little table next to my bed that I hooked a mic boom to, and I hooked it up, and I've got a laptop sitting on a blanket and half of my fat belly. And and it's sitting on top of me with wires and ice bags everywhere. It's
right.
It's definitely an odd setup, but it's working. So
yeah,
that's all that matters.
So there you are. See, this is what Chris has to go through to appease the fans who expect to have a show every week, have 6 hours worth of material, or at least 5 hours worth of material. And after a month of dicking around, he just decided he's going to take the bull by the horns, and even if he has to lay out on the bed and do the show, that's how it's going to be.
That's it. Man, I can't just keep staying in bed doing very little. I mean, I'm getting a lot done. I will say I'm getting all kinds of fucking work done and things done. And, this coming week, I'm going to be actually in the chair doing a couple of interviews for the locals people to see, some actual good ones, because again, I can sit for like 30 minutes and I'm okay. It takes a little while after to ice down, but, I could sit in the chair for like 30 minutes, but an hour, 2 hours. When I did Chris Aiken Presents on Saturday or Monday, whatever day it was, and I couldn't like bail out of it early because we had guests. We had Jarvis from Night Demon on for 45 minutes at 9:15. And it was like I couldn't just bail out on it, so I had to tough it out. But man, when I finished I mean, I came running, almost crying like a girl into bed and just put ice on it and took a handful of aspirins, and it took a good 5 or 6 hours until it stopped hurting. So I was just like thinking about the show tonight. I was like, fuck that. I am not gonna kill myself, to do this when I can do it in no pain the way I'm doing it right now. There's no pain at all.
Absolutely. Well, you mentioned that you got some live streams coming up here, and
Yeah.
being that I am one of the members of the locals, I got the notifications in the email that you have a series of interviews lined up, at least 4 that I'm aware of.
Yeah, three. There's three.
Okay. Oh, did
There's
one
three,
back
but
out?
yeah, one was a reschedule.
Oh, I gotcha.
So yeah, on Monday, and these are good. They'll be released to everybody eventually, but for now, it's going to be exclusive only to the locals people, the subscribers. On Monday, I'll be talking to Peter Baltus, formerly of Accept and now of a band called Ash Rain. And then on Thursday, what do we got? Halloween and who's the other one?
Biff Byford? Or is that
Yeah,
like,
and Biff Byford of Saxon. Yeah, that's
right?
it. So good stuff, man.
Yeah, look at you. Well, all of these take place in the morning. I would assume that a lot of our listeners are going to be at work,
Mm-hmm.
and they may not have the opportunity to catch the live stream if they're working people, good, honest,
Sure.
hardworking people. But it is going to happen. It is a live stream for the members of the local pages, and
Mhm.
those of you who are not members, you will get the interview at a later date. But regardless of being a money grubbing dick as we are,
Right.
for that full $5 a month,
Right.
you're going to get 3 quality interviews on Monday.
Yeah. And you, if you can't watch them at the times that they're airing and you're a locals member, you can watch them anytime. But
Sure.
if you want to actually jump in and participate and throw questions for Peter Baltus or Marcus of Halloween or Biff Byford, please do jump
Sure.
in, throw me a question, and as time permits, I'll ask them.
Right. Absolutely. Well, very cool. So there you go. Little exclusive for you members. Yeah, I saw the cavalcade of notices popping up the other day, and I was just like, wow, what's Chris got going on here?
Well, I'm trying. Look, I posted this on the locals page. I personally feel terrible about what's going on about this fucking shoulder thing, and I know I shouldn't. I know for a fact that I should not feel bad about being down because of an injury, but I do. I feel like we got a good thing built. We have, as much as I bust balls, we've got a great fan base, and I love the fans to death, and I feel like I haven't been giving them what they're due or what we've promised them.
Right, absolutely.
And I wanted to do something more, and I'm going to do whatever I can to provide as most as I can with one fucking arm. That's really what it comes down to. I can do
this with one arm tied behind my back.
Yeah, well, believe me, tied behind my back would be more movement than my stupid limb is getting. I am getting nothing right now, but other than the stupid therapy every day, I'm not doing a whole lot. But
sure.
But I just felt like I wanted to do something, and these things all came up, and I was like, fuck it, we just got approved to use StreamYard on the locals page, so I went ahead and set it up.
Well, very good. Very good. Well, see, this is what happens when you're a guy who can't be put down unless, of course, you're actually in the ground.
Yeah.
And that is not the case at this point. So you're making the best of what you can do with what you have.
Of a really crummy situation.
Right. Right. Absolutely. Well, very good. Well, you are here tonight, and the plan is that we will give you a full show, and we'll do our best to bring you the funny.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to do what we can, man.
All right, perfect. All right, in my world, the life coaching classes are going along. I'm already going into my 6th week of this, and quite a few of you have reached out for a sample life coaching session, and I've gotten a few more inquiries this week. I believe I've answered just about everybody back for those of you who signed up, and I will get you scheduled here over the next few weeks. I'm gonna weed through these and try to knock out 2 or 3 a week over the next several weeks. So
Okay.
I've got enough to keep me going for the next 4 or 5 weeks. But if you are one who wants to jump in on this, the intention here is to spend anywhere from 30 minutes to an hour with each individual, and we'll see where that goes. But I appreciate everybody who's signed up or sent me a note through my email for that. And if you haven't gotten that email, it's pretty easy. It's winningwithwendell@gmail.com. Winningwithwendell, WENDELL @gmail.com. So if you want to sign up, and I've gotten several more inquiries this week. I got to get back to these few that have popped in the last couple of days here, but I will get everybody scheduled. If you haven't heard from me, don't panic. I've got everybody on the list here, so don't worry. Everybody that I've reached out to, I will get back to you, and I will get your sessions lined up, and we will be doing that. So I appreciate everybody who's helping out, and also hopefully I can help you out. So what is it? Well, how's that old thing go? What do you call that when you do something for somebody who does something for you? What do you call that?
Well, paying it forward?
No.
I don't know.
There's a term I'm looking for, but it escapes me at the moment. So, but anyway, I will get everybody lined up for a session, and if you want to go further than that, then the sample session, and it's something that you think that would be of benefit to you, I am going to start taking clients on after the sample session. So
look at that.
So be prepared for that if that is something that you think you could benefit from.
Dude, I know with the class, I don't know if you said this on the air or not, but I don't think this is something that's a problem for me to say about your course and your class or whatever.
Careful.
Well, I don't want to cause a hassle with your schooling, but you had said that everybody is required to reach like 20 people.
Yeah,
ahead of time.
Between now and the end of July. The minimum is 20 sample sessions.
Dude, how difficult must it be for people that don't have this kind of a platform?
Well, I agree, and I talked about that in class, that I have a little bit of a advantage over most people because I do have this platform, and I do have this microphone, and we do have an audience, and people have reached out, and I feel very grateful for that.
Yeah, I just can't imagine if you're just, Harriet housewife that's just laying around, like Chris Aiken in bed, not doing anything, and but you don't know anybody. I mean,
sure.
There's a lot of people out there that don't know 20 people.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. But people are on social media these days. Of course, I'm not, but this is my social media. And, people with their Facebooks and their Twitters and their TikToks and whatever it is, they'll just have to get creative with their social media.
Right. Well, that's it. And, thankfully you do have this platform, and we can get you set up, and you can get people winning with Wendell.
That's exactly right. And most people don't have a webmaster in their pocket who can build them a awesome website.
Yeah, there's that too, which, by the way, I should send you business cards to send in the Zoom conferences to all of the people in your class.
There you are.
So that you can get me 20 web jobs.
Yeah, there you are. I could solicit your services for people who are looking to have somebody build a website for them.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Right. Exactly.
Captive audience all want the same thing.
There you
Wouldn't
are.
be hard to write.
Just networking.
That's right. That
Making
sounds good to
making
me.
making things happen. So you fans of the CMS are a very integral part in my success, and again, I'm very grateful for that.
Absolutely, man.
So don't think it's not appreciated, because it certainly is.
Of course.
Well, since you've been laying up on your back for almost a month now, even though you have been actively working and doing, running your business and taking care of business,
Sure.
you have had a lot of time to, watch shows and TV and various other things of interest to you. And
Hmm.
I don't know if this is just worth just doing this in the opening segment, or if you think that this is worth a whole segment in itself or a partial segment. The Chris Rock special.
Yeah, we could talk about that now. We got plenty of time for
Yeah,
that.
sure. Well, I watched the Chris Rock special. Everybody was anticipating, oh, the Chris Rock's got a new special. And if you're an old school Chris Rock fan, when he actually could say stuff without getting in a lot of trouble, not that he'd get in a ton of trouble these days anyway, but
Right.
if you like the bring the pain, and the old school Chris Rock, where he really just talked off the cuff and said what was ever is on his mind. The new Chris Rock special that aired on Netflix, it debuted last Sunday. Uh,
Hmm.
I watched that, and I was expecting a bunch of woke bullshit. I
Right.
I was almost tempted not to watch it, because I was just like, I don't want to be disappointed.
Sure.
I don't want to watch this and go, ugh, why did I watch this?
Right.
Because I know the cutting humor that Chris Rock is capable of, but in this day and age, where humor is verboten, and
Right.
you're not allowed to pick on anybody or say anything that's gonna hurt somebody's fifis. I was thinking, what's he gonna bring to the table? I mean, what is he gonna do that isn't gonna cause a big uproar and cause everybody to be upset and shocked and outraged?
Right.
It wasn't a bad special. It wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't
No.
bad. I thought that he did a lot of poking a lot of fun at the woke culture of today, and the cancel culture, and
Sure.
the victim culture. And he covered that whole gamut of that kind of stuff, and he did a pretty good job of it in a very mature way.
Hmm.
But it wasn't like, I don't think I laughed really hard at all. In fact, I don't think I even chuckled, at all. He was sort of like Bill Burr, and just stating observations.
Well, I thought he was much better than Bill Burr. I did
Well,
laugh a
yeah,
lot.
well, I'm not saying he was on par with Bill Burr. I'm just saying that as far as the humor content is concerned, it wasn't knockdown, drag out funny, but it
Yeah.
was it was entertaining.
Yeah. I mean, I enjoyed it. I definitely, in the verbiage of Chris Rock, when I saw that one section that I swear he must have stolen from me, I'm not saying he stole it from me, but I understand,
Yeah, exactly.
you know what I'm talking about, the abortion segment.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, he went and just literally said, if you're into killing babies, then go ahead and do it, but don't make it easy for you to say that. And I have been saying that exact thing for 10, 12 years.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, to the almost word for word.
Right.
And again, I very much doubt that Chris Rock was like, let me check out the classic metal show and see if I can steal some content.
Yeah, let me see if I can glom on to what Chris Aiken is saying.
Yeah, I don't think that was the case. But at the same time, when he started in on that bit, I was like, holy shit, that is my bit.
Yeah, exactly. Are you
I,
going to sue? Are you going to sue for copyright infringement?
no, I'm not. Look, if I got stolen from by Chris Rock, which I'm not saying I did, but if I did get stolen from by Chris Rock, I'll just wear that as my badge of honor.
Sure, absolutely.
To be honest, not suing him and just leaving it alone, I can keep saying that he stole it from me.
Right.
And I'll take that. I'll just take, yeah, you remember that joke that I told that Chris Rock stole?
Yeah.
And nobody can take it from me. And if he sues me, then we can go back to back with dates, and I would probably look like the winner.
Right. Of course.
So bravo to me. I'll not sue.
Right. There you are. So yeah, so I was I watched that and I thought, okay, at least he didn't go down the whole wokey woke pathway and actually said some funny stuff or said some realistic things. And the funny thing is that in this day and age with everybody so overly sensitive, and I hate even saying the N word. He threw that around a lot.
Well, he's allowed.
Well, he's allowed. That's what I'm saying. It's just like, you can have a Netflix special where Chris Rock is spouting that every 10th or 12th word, and that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, of course.
No problem.
Of course.
When did that become a thing?
What, saying the N-word?
Yeah, when did it become a thing that it's perfectly fine, but you can't say it? How long ago do you think that started? Was that didn't start in the 90s, maybe?
Earlier than that, because it started with NWA.
Okay.
When NW came out and they were quote unquote the niggas with attitude, and every word out of there is either fuck or nigger, or nigga, with an A, once that started,
that makes a difference.
It does make a difference. But once that hit, then that's when you saw all the rappers really dive into it heavy. Because if you think about it, and you probably didn't listen to enough rap to know,
no,
prior to NWA, like LL Cool J and Run DMC, those were the dominant rappers.
Right.
Before NWA, they didn't use that at all.
No, they were the what do you want, mainstream rappers. They had a cross section, and they obviously Run DMC collaboration with Aerosmith, and of course you had the Beastie Boys, who had a crossover between rap and hard rock, if you will.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And they were the palatable rappers.
Yeah, they were, but and that was all there was at the time. Before that, you had the Sugar Hill Gang and stuff like that. You didn't have, you really didn't have rap.
Yeah, Grandmaster Flash.
Yeah, Grandmaster Flash. Stuff like Girls Love the Way She Spins and records like that. It just there just wasn't that language back then. So, but then NWA came and just blew it up completely, and then from him, you got, Snoop Dogg and all the Death Row artists and Master P and all of his guys, and they all threw it around like it was saying, "Hey, friend, how are you?"
Yeah, I can say it, but you can't.
That's right, of course.
Yeah, but it goes back to that dog shit movie that we watched, to You People. They threw, Eddie Murphy and his crew threw that around, but the white Jewish family could never, entertain that or say that,
That's right, of course.
Which is so funny, but I'll never understand. We're supposed to be everybody's supposed to be the same. Everybody's supposed to be on equal level. Everybody's supposed to be do the same, but there's just certain things. It's like, don't you venture into this territory.
Well, there's a reason that we're the White Devils.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my take on the Chris Rock. But what I did find interesting, though, is that how they pan the audience and they get what they call B-roll of people laughing at enjoying
at the jokes,
having a good time at the jokes.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the backlash. There's backlash
from the B-roll?
Yes.
Okay.
Get this. Here's a woman, and thank you, social media, for hunting this woman down and making her life hell. You know what her crime was?
No.
She was laughing too hard.
Oh my God. Are you fucking kidding me with
I
this
am
nonsense?
I am not kidding you.
Oh my God. Okay.
21-year-old college student Faylee Yeagle, I think that's how you say her name, Yigle,
Okay.
who goes by Life of Faye on TikTok,
Ooh.
shared a semi-viral video on Sunday joking about her appearance on the special Selective Outrage, wearing the same purple top and hair clips that she wore to the taping. While her TikTok was in good fun, she's now having to answer the viewers who thought she was laughing too hard at some of Rock's most testy jokes.
Oh, well, she should be killed.
She was laughing too hard.
Yeah, how dare she laugh at a comedy show,
Yeah,
dummy?
how dare you laugh?
How dare you find something funny at a comedy show?
Yeah, how dare you laugh at the most inappropriate jokes?
Yeah, dope.
Yeagle told Insider she attended the event on March 4th with a group of 7 friends, one whom had received an invite from a coordinator tasked with filling the seats at the Baltimore's Hippodrome Theater. When the group was seated literally right in the front row, the thought entered Yeagle's mind that the camera might glimpse her. I didn't think it would be on us as much as it was, she said. When she walked out of the theater, fellow audience members approached her to tell her that the camera had panned to her on numerous occasions during the live broadcast. People watching at home also noticed. One person on the Twitter joked that the cameraman had a crush on her. On TikTok, Yeagle joked about basking in her newfound fame. She's seen lip syncing to the popular soundbite. So how does this work? Do I call LA or do they call me? While her TikTok was mostly met with the compliments, she also received some backlash.
Oh,
Given
Jesus.
that Rock set stoked adverse reactions on social media.
Unbelievable.
In one act, the comedian responded to Will Smith slapping him at last year's Oscars by joking that he watched The Emancipation, the historical thriller wherein Smith plays a runaway slave in retaliation to see Smith being physically abused. Some saw it as a triumphant setting of the score, while others felt that Rock just went too far.
He went too far. He got slapped in the head in front of 10 million people or whatever.
Right.
Come on.
How dare he have retribution and make jokes about it?
How dare he talk about something that happened to him publicly?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Turn the other cheek is what I say, Chris Rock.
Yeah, because Will Smith turned the first one.
Right. His special was also accused of dabbling in misogynistic with jokes about Meghan Markle and Jada Pinkett Smith, calling the latter a bitch and a predator. Shock and horror.
Oh my God, a comedian making daring, bold statements.
Wow. He traded in colorism, says Meghan Markle hit the light skin lottery, the columnist Elizabeth Wellington wrote in the Philadelphia Inquirer. His gratuitous use of the N-word made me wince. He referred to Will and Jada as B words countless times, and it got really nasty.
What is B words? Bitches?
Bitch, yeah, because he said everybody thinks Will Smith is a bitch. This guy thinks Will Smith is a bitch.
Oh.
You know,
I was just making sure that I didn't miss a new meaning for a new B word.
Oh, that's the B word.
Like black or something. I don't know.
Bitch is too nasty to say.
Oh, well, because the way we're going, black might become too nasty to say at some point.
Right, of course. The widespread criticism against Rock is why people on TikTok press Yeagle about her reactions. They pressed her about it. Amazing acting, because baby, ain't no way that laughter was real, because that special was horrible.
That wasn't horrible. Jesus.
Comment on Yeagle's TikTok with 1,200 upvotes, but you look absolutely beautiful.
Oh yeah, you're my Nubian queen.
Right, of course. In follow-up videos, Yeigel shrugged off the criticism that she was just laughing too hard. As a political science student, she said Rock's politically framed jokes can help make the truth more digestible. She later told Insider that while her fits of laughter weren't fake, it was maybe a little too extra as she knew the cameras were there. I think more of the negative feedback came from the fact that people just didn't like Chris Rock, Yeigel added. So they were shocked that I was laughing so much. But I was like, it's a comedy show.
Jeez. Yeah. What an indictment. This lady laughed too much at the funny show.
Yeah. In other news, a woman went to see Chris Rock at a comedy show and she laughed at the jokes.
Yeah. In other news, there was another lady today. She was hungry at a grocery store. I mean, Jesus.
Since posting on TikTok, see, this is the biggest problem. Get off the social media. You would never have these issues if you weren't involved with these stupid social media interactions. Since posted on TikTok, she said people specifically have asked her thoughts on Rock's comments toward black women.
And her answer should be, I'm just a fucking viewer.
Yeah, I'm a black woman too, and I thought his jokes were funny, so why do you care?
Yeah. You know, I just liked him on Everybody Loves Chris. Enough with the fucking, I'm not an expert here. Jesus.
He didn't really talk about black women as much as a whole, she said. He talked about specific ones, and Jada being one of the people that was involved with everything that happened. In the end, she said she came for a good laugh, and she did just that. I did not come to watch a presidential campaign or a debate, she concluded on TikTok. I came to laugh, so I don't take anything that he said seriously.
Yeah, of course. How ridiculous.
I know. See, these jackals just hunt your ass down and just want to destroy you because you do something that, whoever it is who's leading the pack.
The narrative police.
Yeah. So anyway, there's a girl who caught flack for laughing.
Dumb bitch. What is she doing?
Yeah.
Or should I say dumb B word?
Yeah, she should be K'd immediately.
Yes, that's right. That B should be K-word.
She should be K-worded immediately.
Stupid B word.
So stupid.
So dumb.
I know.
Oh God, I hate this society.
Yeah, what a fucked up situation we live in these days where God forbid somebody hunted you down. I saw you on the Chris Rock special and you were laughing and laughing.
Yeah. God, can you imagine actually being one of these celebrities just getting thousands of these a week? Yeah. Thousands of these idiots just bitching about every fucking move you make.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Ugh.